Rose exploding to rim of electricity. Talk about Derrick Rose and determination. Lots of shooting and scoring. And the Bulls have the lead. Rose to the rim, got it. What a finish by Derrick Rose. Big money shot for Minnesota.
As a freshman, Derrick put the Memphis Tigers on his back, driving them all the way to the national championship game.
This has been one of his dreams ever since he's been little. And Stuffy, my little gym rat. And I'm very proud of him.
I want to thank my mom. My heart, the reason I play the way that I play, just everything. So you keep me going every day, and I love you, and I appreciate you being in my life. I think about my mom. So she the one that drives me.
The first pick in the 2008 NBA Draft, the Chicago Bulls select Derrick Rose from the University of Memphis.
You know who this kid is? He is from Chicago. He has a 40-inch vertical. That one called it. Stop it! You're not doing like that!
Why not? Why can't I be the MVP of the league? Why can't I be the best player in the league?
Jets in across the ball. Rose pulls it back. Beautiful move.
To announce today that Derrick has agreed to a maximum length 5-year contract extension with the Chicago Bulls.
Wow. I just wanted to start off by saying I want to thank God for blessing me with this incredible talent. I want to thank the city of Chicago for just sticking behind me through the good and the bad, and my fans everywhere. I want to thank my family. I think I can finally say this now. Mom, we finally made it.
Thank you, Tim Chaney and Kia Motors. Derrick, you've had a career year so far. You you led this Bulls team to the best record in the NBA. You are the youngest MVP in NBA history. And in a league of very valuable players, you are the most valuable, and it is my pleasure to award to you the Kia NBA 2010-11 MVP trophy.
Just want to say thank you. It's been a long year. This right here is for the city of Chicago more than anything. Thank you. I appreciate it. My family appreciated it, and the organization appreciated it. Thank you all, and we love you all.
The health of Rose, a big story in this series, and for more on that, let's now go to Cheryl Miller.
Kevin, and I asked Derrick if he could give me a percentage of how physically he felt, and he says, Cheryl, I can't. He goes, but I am getting better every day. Obviously, sitting out the 27 games were frustrating, but he says he is just glad to be back and playing. Guys, as Coach Thibodeau told us before the game, there are no restrictions on Derrick Rose.
Especially in this second quarter with 6. Here's Rose the other way. Derrick Rose beginning to heat up right now. 15 for Rip Hamilton. Rose, a 3. Now Derrick Rose has turned the key. The ignition is on, and he's got 15 for Chicago. Here's a 3. Rose. He is putting his foot on the gas here in the third quarter. Derrick Rose, 18 points, 8 in the quarter, but his second and third have been terrific after he started 1 of 7. Rose, former rookie of the year, sliding inside. Korver teeing up a 3. Sheep out. Korver, Rose who just checked in. Luol Deng. Talked before about how Chicago is so deep. They play 10+ every game. Korver. Wow, has he got the stroke this afternoon? 2 to shoot. Rose from way outside puts it in.
The back spasm. It looks like he's on his way to having a long and productive playoff run here.
Oh, Rose came down bad on his left foot. See him holding onto his knee, and down. But now whether it was an ankle or a knee, I do not know. There's Coach Collins out there and all those teammates running. And this, with the injury, we just talked about the 26 games he has missed with an assortment of injuries, and now holding a knee late in a game that is already decided for all intents and purposes.
Yo, what's up, y'all? I'm just checking in with y'all. Last night after our game, after a huge win, we got some news that Derrick Rose, was having surgery again on a torn meniscus, and it was a terrible news to get, man. And I could never know what he's going through mentally, or try to put my feet in his shoes and tell him, listen, I know exactly what you're going through, because I don't. I've never been in this situation before. But one thing I can tell him, man, just, keep your head up, D Rose, man. Keep your head to the skies. Lean on your loved ones. Vent to your loved ones. And you will make it through this, man, and you're going to come back even stronger. I believe that.
Can't catch a break, can he, Stephen A? Let me ask you this. Are you worried about his future?
Yes, I am. Skip Bayless, on a far less serious level, I am. I say far less serious because I remember when we were talking about Lamar Odom several weeks back, and obviously that's an entirely different situation, you know, going on, you know, that's made us incredibly sad. This is obviously, you're sad for an entirely different reason, but nevertheless sad altogether, because Derrick Rose, as far as I'm concerned, is finished. And I don't mean finished. I don't mean finished as an NBA player.
Yeah.
I don't mean finished as a great NBA player. I mean finished as the Derrick Rose we've all known.
I'm with you.
I looked at Derrick Rose and Russell Westbrook as the two most athletic point guards in NBA history. I've never seen anybody at that position that athletic. I think that day is over for Derrick Rose. I still think that he can come back and he can be great. I still think that he can come back and he can lead the Chicago Bulls to the promised land. I'm not saying that, but what we saw when he won the MVP a couple of years back, 2011, what we saw and what we fantasized over after seeing him have that kind of year, ain't happening.
I was injured basically almost the whole year, so I'm thinking like in the playoffs, I'm good. First game of the playoffs, get injured. The next game is back at home, and I gotta take the ball out to center court in my hometown. When I tore my ACL, I didn't think that it was nothing big. So the whole time I'm in the MRI machine, I'm just praying, crying and stuff, hoping that it wasn't tore. Think of your most downest day in times that about 100. That ain't enough to describe how I felt at that time. I waited a couple of weeks because they call it pre-rehab, where they try to strengthen it as much as possible. I was almost walking regular. You have some people that have ACL tears and they go a whole year without getting surgery. So I went a couple of weeks, I had to get surgery.
You know, he's full of athleticism, and he's really never had to do the rehab components in life. That's why I really believe he has a chance to be 125%.
I'm back at zero again and starting back over. I never had a base. Working on my upper body strength, working on my balance, working on my core.
Now we know we're getting closer.
It's definitely been tough, but I'll be all right. I know it's gonna help me in the long run. Nobody believed in me in the beginning, just me and my friends. Me and my friends, my city, and my fans. That's it. That's all I need. I want to be great. I'm gonna be great. The whole time the playoffs was going on, I only watched a couple of games from every series, but I wasn't into it like I was if I was playing. I know that's gonna push me to work even harder. Thinking of them winning the championship is just gonna drive me, and I know I'm gonna have another year. I was just worried about my health. My trainers that's back in Chicago, that work for the Bulls, they interviewed people and they told me to come here to LA, to AP. These things I never learned before, where I used to just go out there and just hoop, just learning how to march again, walk, run, all that stuff. I'm just trying to get healthy. That's my biggest thing, getting my body together, rebuilding my whole body, and have a lot of confidence in myself and see where it takes me. It's just a blessing, a real blessing to see that this injury can't stop me. Basketball changed everybody's lives that was around me. We was able to see the whole world, be with each other. That's one of the reasons why we so close, because we've been hooping with each other since we was in 6th grade. So you have like a brotherhood. Basketball was always my place to escape. It was peaceful when I was out there. Just having belief and hope, it got me here. I can't wait till I win one. Going through what I went through as a kid, all I'm trying to do now is just trying to better myself as a person. I came a long way where in my neighborhood, you wasn't really trying to better yourself, you were just trying to survive. When I was hooping, I didn't think about nothing else but winning the game. Whatever I had going on at the crib or any problems I had, that was my leeway. When I was growing up, my thing was just changing my mom's lifestyle. She's my mom, my father. I could talk to her about anything. She's like my friend. Our relationship is definitely strong. It's family first. No matter what's going on, the people that's gonna be with you to the end is your family. From looking at me, you will never know what I went through because I don't want you to know. As bad as it was, I got through it, and that's why I'm the person I am today. Championships is how you get noticed in this league. That's only how you can talk. I can't talk, I can't brag about anything. I won the MVP award, so that was 2 years ago. I didn't win no championship. You can't say nothing until you win a championship. Being from Chicago and bringing a ring back, man, there's only one thing on my list, and that's to win the championship.
How are you feeling? How are you feeling physically?
I'm feeling fine. Just trying to stay healthy. My leg is getting back stronger, and I'm just trying to continue my training and keep going hard.
How tough was it sitting out a whole season?
It was very hard, very difficult, knowing that I love the game so much. The most I ever watched basketball and been away from basketball. So if anything, emotionally, it drains you a little bit, not being out there, but continue working out. But hey, I should be back playing in a couple of months.
I watched a lot of the playoffs last season, and I always thought, and I thought a lot of fans always thought, is he going to come back? Is he going to come back during the postseason? Was there ever a moment where you were tempted to come back and play?
I wanted to, but I wanted to be back healthy. I wanted to be 100%. And people would ask me, of course my teammates would ask me almost every day if I was 100, if I felt 100%, I was going to come back no matter what anyone said. It was how I felt, and I didn't feel 100% at that time. Right now, just polishing my game out, and I know I'm going to be a better player next year.
When you were being questioned, when you were being even criticized by whether it's fans, whether it's just media, how did that make you feel?
For me, I wasn't watching TV at the time, actually. I was watching, if I was watching TV, I was watching movies, watching stuff that was far away from basketball, so I didn't really hear about it. My family and my friends were the ones they had sent me a text asking how I'm doing. So me reading that text letting me know that the media must have been saying something bad about me or saying whatever or criticizing me. And I was far away from it, to tell you the truth. I got my son, he came at the right time.
What are you most looking forward to for the new campaign? When you think about it, how does it make you feel? Because you've been away for so long.
I know I'm anxious right now just to play, but for some, I love basketball to death. I haven't played in a year, or when I do play, it's only for 10, 15 minutes scrimmage, something like that. So when I get out there, if anything, I'm gonna have to control myself emotionally.
How good can Chicago be next year? And do you feel the Heat are still the team to beat?
We could be pretty good next year. If anything that we could take from this year is that they learned how to win games without me. They fought the whole year, and next year you add me in the mix, and we're going to be a very dangerous team. And Miami is for sure the team to beat. They won consecutive championships, so I think that they're the #1 team, and everybody has to really go out there and play hard against.
A game that Chicago basketball fans, Derrick Rose fans have been waiting for. He's back, and he'll be playing here at the United Center tonight. Came off to Noah Green, takes the little bounce pass and brings it in with the left hand.
Vintage Derrick Rose. Great body control. And again, you see the quick first step as he's able to blow right by his man. But then, Neil, the thing that you're watching for is his elevation.
Steal by the Bulls from outside.
Oh my goodness.
In the game for Derrick.
He's back.
Have some guys hurt, but I was expecting a little bit more here tonight. Rose driving, fires.
Stop him. Kill him. Oh, kill him, D. Rose. He's back.
Siva.
He got crossed over.
He had no clue.
Welcome to Rose University. Class is in session. I tell you, he's going to do this to a lot of guys this year. I'm telling you. He sat back and watched everybody doubt him, and he's going to come back and show why he is the best point guard in the NBA.
He's out in front of everybody and dumps the ball. Derrick hangs, fires, scores.
Derrick Rose had 22 points here in only 20 minutes.
And Mike, this is usually when the Bulls have Pau Gasol as their outlet to throw the ball into late. With him out hurt, Gibson's got to make sure he can catch it cleanly, put it on the floor and make a play if no one else is available.
Dunleavy looking, finds Rose. Rose trying to get open, fires away. Bang! It's over! The Bulls win at the buzzer! It still is a madhouse on Madison as Derrick Rose nails the three. And the Bulls take a 2-1 lead in this Eastern Conference semifinal. Let's go to Lisa Salters.
Thank you, Mike. Derrick, so much for not playing well on one day's rest. What happened? Take me through that last shot.
I was supposed to get the ball in the corner. I said, forget it. I ran towards the ball. They gave me an opportunity to get the shot off. And I just got to thank my teammates, man. They give me so much energy. They give me so much confidence, man. They give me the ball when I need it. And they live with me. They live with my mistakes. I'm fortunate, very fortunate.
I know it was bugging you to hear what people were saying about how you play on one day's rest. What did it mean to you to get that shot off and to watch it bank in?
I can't hear you what you saying.
What did it mean to you to get that shot off and to watch it go in?
I mean, this comes with the territory of being a leader. You got to be able to take these shots. I feel very confident in my game and my ability to make shots. And tonight, just went in.
You really came alive, though, in the second half. What started to work for you in the second half with the 24 points?
Getting going. My shot wasn't working. My mid-range wasn't going. I got a lot of skill, so I just kept driving the ball, seeing that they was going to foul me, get to the line, get touches, and tonight it was going for me.
Well, congratulations on the win. Mike, back to you.
rebounds and an assist
by Portland to start the quarter. There's Joe, and he's all alone.
Nice go out at the top.
Derrick for three. Come on.
Oh, my goodness. I'll tell you what, and he's knocking these shots down with what else he's doing by getting to the basket.
And there's another steal. Batum. Portland running to Matthews for three. No. Boy, that would have brought the house down.
And Derrick Rose is limping right now.
Almost like he just kind of took an awkward step right there.
Well, he was holding his knee. He's limping off.
And Jeff Tanaka down to take a look.
You see Jeff Tanaka working on Derrick Rose right knee. He really shouldn't be talking. But again, with this lineup that's out there for the Bulls right now, with Derrick being off the floor, Boozer being off the floor, who becomes your primary scorer? Luol Deng has really struggled here in this second half.
That's where it's hard because Derrick has meant a lot to this organization and to this city and to this team, and has had to overcome a lot over the years, you know, with all the injuries to get back to the point he was. So that's always difficult. But again, you know, in putting our plan together, we felt as a first step this really made sense for us, and thus, you know, and obviously, you know, having, you know, Jerry and Grant, who we're high on a rookie scale contract long term, and I've talked about Lopez, and then having a veteran like Calderon, you know, all that plays a part in it, you know, with free agency this summer, free agency next summer. We've got to evaluate things both short term and long term, and then make the best decisions that we can for the organization.
Shame. I think he was the heart of Chicago since Jordan, and I think it's just sad that he's gone now.
How do you feel about Derrick Rose being traded to the New York Knicks?
Stupid.
Why is this so stupid to you?
I just want to say this. If I could sit in the room with Guard Foreman, with the lights off, I'd knock his ass out.
I think it's really sad. I think he's part of Chicago's fabric, and losing part of that is really bad.
He gave us hope when he came to Chicago, right?
He did. He overcame all the injuries, and then he's kind of getting back on his feet, and now he's gone.
Well, it's real sad because he's like such an important part of the city. You know what I mean? He grew up here. You know, he played for the Bulls. But, you know, I think the Bulls managers has made a decision like about the future of the team. So I just have to, you know, wait and see what happens.
You know, New York is like the big rival. I mean, Chicago, New York, think about the 90s and everything. So it's just not going to be the same, you know?
It was just an emotional time for me. Chicago was more than just like a home. Like it grew me into the man that I am today. All my family and friends are back there. That's one of the reasons why I will change my number to 25. Is like I'm playing in New York, but I want to bring something from Chicago with me out here, and that's one of the reasons why I chose number 25. It hurt a little bit, but at the end of the day, my life is out of my hands. I know everything is out of my control. The only thing I could do is just prep myself to become great. Just like getting traded here. When I wasn't here, I was working out in LA, been working out for the last couple of weeks. And you never know what's gonna happen in this business, you know. I got traded. It's the first time I ever got traded, but it's no any grudges with the front office or anybody from Chicago. I loved all the teammates that I played with when I was back there. Of course, it hurt, like being away from my son, but he'll understand this move one day once he get older.
Rose looks to push. Rose off to the races and banks it in. An explosion of speed there Wednesday. And as Wade's shot won't go, the Knicks have been out of sync offensively. Nice pass from Rose to Courtney Lee. One dribble and he banks it, and that was a beautiful pass.
Now, see, that's what has to happen. You have to keep looking up the floor.
It's not so easy to play that way time and time again.
Yeah, well, you can pick up the pace if you get people to miss their shots. Nice pass.
And a foul. Kristaps Porzingis again. No field goals in the last game. Post up Rondo. Here's the double team. Rose fakes, drives, gets inside once again. He now finds Jennings. Goes against McDermott and lays it in.
That was a nice move by Noe.
Dangerous pass, gets it to Rose. Rose drives underneath, layup. Oh, beautiful play from Rose. Lightly down.
That was an excellent play. They set that up by Rose and at the opposite foul line.
Rose. The former Bulls connecting beautifully there. That's Rose's 5th assist. That's a season high assist for the They go under. Rose jump shot. That's why they had it. A broken play turns into a layup. No, beautiful pass. So this, no. Oh, that's it.
Derrick Rose tore his meniscus out 6 to 8 weeks, which is the remainder of the NBA season. Although the headline saying Derrick Rose out for season is kind of laughable because there's 7 games left in the season. We have the tweet from Knicks PR. An MRI of D. Rose's left knee revealed a torn meniscus that will require an arthroscopy. He will be out for the remaining five games of the NBA season. And then in addition to that, why does this play into the summer and what has to hold for it? Despite the Knicks drama, Derrick Rose will probably seek a max contract this summer. This is from a couple months ago, as he put it. And then there's the potential price tag. Some close to Rose have told friends he will seek a max contract for the summer, which is non-surprising. Any player wants to get a max contract. But another injury. Derrick Rose is like 27, 28 years old. It's not even like he's 30. Another injury to his knee. It doesn't matter which knee. Both have been so banged up over the past 3-4 years. I don't know what owner at this point will give $150 million or $100 million.
Tonight, what was going on with the play, where it happened?
It's not my ankle, it's my foot. And it happened on the last drive that I did going to the right.
So then you came out, you went to the locker room, but then you tried to get back in and play. What stopped you from being able to finish it? Did you retweak it at that time, or was it the same thing that you were dealing with?
Just felt like I couldn't go past anyone, so it wasn't no point in me being out there.
And so you've had the doctors take a look at it. It's negative, correct? Like, where are you with it right now?
It's negative, and just got to get treatment on it, but just want to get past it.
Any indication how you'll be feeling tomorrow, or whether or not you think you can play at this point?
Taking one day at a time. Tomorrow, like I said, if I feel limited, there's no point.
And tonight, when you're having a game like that and your team is ahead, how frustrating is it to not be able to finish this one out with the guys?
I think that hurts more than anything, not being able to play the way that I want to play while I'm out there. And it's just knowing that it's basketball, it sucks, just got to keep my head up and continue to get treatment.
What more can you tell us about the deal that was just consummated?
Yeah, Zubin, well, first of all, great job by our Chris Haynes on getting that confirmed. I literally got a text message from B.J. Armstrong, Derrick Rose's agent, while we were doing our last hit. It's going to be a one-year deal at the veteran minimum, $2.1 million.
Derrick and D. Rose, the kid has a lot to prove. From competing against him for so many years, especially in Miami when he was with Chicago, knowing the competitor that he has, or he's been over the years. Been a fan of him for a long time, and I never thought in my wildest dreams that I'd be a teammate of his. I think he had a hell of a season last year, and people don't really see it because of the chaos that was going on in New York. Played 64 games, averaged 18 points, and 4-4. Played 64 games. And I'm excited to have him here.
Started at one guard from Memphis, number 1, Derrick Rose.
I'm drowning. I'm drowning. I'm drowning. I'm drowning.
Here comes LeBron. It's a hit.
Wrist so icy, wonder why she like me, bitch. I'm drowning in water. I just bought a Cuban, dipped it in a fountain. Everywhere that I go, it's a light show. I'm surrounded. Bust down, bust down, bust down, bust down, bust down, bitch. I'm drowning. I just bought a Cuban ring and dipped it in a fountain. Chain so heavy, I feel like I'm holding up a mountain. Everywhere that I go, it's a light show. I'm surrounded. Bust down, bust down, bust down, bust down, bust down, bitch. I'm drowning. I'm with all my niggas. I don't go nowhere without them. If they don't let us in, they might throw shots at the bouncer. Activist medicine, got it straight from out the doctors. I'm with RJ, but I call him Wayne 'cause he's a shotter.